Video may help you.
Did you see the Maryland?
Yes.
Feel like that? The one you didn't throw?
Yeah, that was it.
A few months
I
ago?
have a hacking cough.
Oh.
Well, that was the worst she ever felt.
Yeah, I just gave up trying to figure out if I was hot or cold.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
2, 1.
Welcome, Paul, to the team video. We're so glad that you're coming here. I know that it's been a long time raising support, but just think, you're almost here and we can't wait. Well, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to have to be gone when you first arrive. So this video is for you, so that you can know what responsibilities that you'll need to be doing while you're here. And the main thing I want to stress is if you see that any of these procedures seem backward and old-fashioned, please put them on the computer. We need to become a modern computerized office. That's why we need you. So we'll start with forms. Guess what? Nancy Walt is here. This is Nancy Walt, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
She is the person who knows it all about administration. If you have any questions, you can ask her.
You can ask me, or I'll know who to ask. So remember my phone number. It's 1196. That's 1196. My cohort Dan is at 1193, so he can also help you. So welcome. Glad to have you. Sorry, Carissa couldn't be here to help you, but we will if you need us. We're down in A, by the way.
Very good.
Gotta run.
Okay, thanks for coming, Nancy. Well, I guess we'll start with forms. But why don't we cut this tape?
It's rolling.
Oh.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Well, Paul, this is the entrance to our office. Probably as you remember it. What we're going to do is just walk you through the office and show you the different file cabinets and desks so that you can know where everything is located when you come to start working. So, follow me. First of all, this will be your area. We hope that you'll be at home here.
Wait a
And
minute. Start over again.
okay.
Wait. 5, 4, 3, 2.
First of all, this is your area. We hope you'll be so happy here. And we can do a little rearranging, maybe put a few more file cabinets in, whatever you would like. But you probably won't need many file cabinets because we're going to become computerized. So I guess that's all you need to see of this area. If you'll follow me this way. And I'm going to kill someone.
Tape's rolling. 5, 4, 3, 2.
And this is my area. Isn't it lovely? Well, let's start with the filing system. The top files, all it contains are thank you notes, which we send out to first-time clients to thank you for thanking them for doing business with us. Second file, this file cabinet holds all of our account receivables. First, on this side, this whole side holds all of Campus Crusade jobs. We have current productions, which would be like a job that is actually happening now or maybe was just completed before we actually bill the project. Then behind these current projects, I have a file that holds only like monthly dubs. Say for instance someone calls and that's all they want is one copy of something. we don't really see the reason of making a whole file on that one small order, so we put all those into one file called monthly dubs. Then the next section is called accounts receivables, which would be ones that have already been billed. Now we're waiting on payment. On the Crusade side, there is not that much waiting because we usually journal voucher each account instead of waiting on a account transfer, because that way we can automatically have the money transfer from their account into ours without any kind of signature or anything. And then of course it's the producer's responsibility to get approval on that amount that we will be charging them. But I like to hold these files until I make sure I can check the printout each month to see that the journal voucher was processed. And after that, then we file them away into what we call the morgue, which would be dead files. And I'll show you that in just a little while. Behind all of these files, we have a section called Billed But Not Paid. What that would be is like all the monthly dubs and such that we have journal vouchered, or in some cases done account transfers for, but we're waiting to see that they have gone through the system before I actually put them in the month that they were paid. And that's pretty much all that's in this cabinet. In a little while we'll show you actually how to fill out the forms and things. On this side of the cabinet, it's in the same order, but it would be on the incorporated side of things. This will be jobs of people outside of Campus Crusade who come to us and ask us to do a job for them. The only difference is since each one of these have their own client, I do not have the two sections of monthly dubs or bill not to be paid, because I feel that we really need to keep close records on each client. But as far as the current projects, it's the same. We have ones that are being worked on right now. Right now, we need you to do some marketing because there are no current projects in the incorporated side. So we can't wait till you get here for that. Also, in the back, we have the account receivables. And that is just like on the Crusade side, our jobs are waiting to be paid. There are a couple still back here that we haven't received payment for, so I guess we need to re-invoice them. Well, that's all for that file. The last one down here, this holds notebooks such as this that I file different things in. Let's cut for a second.
Tape rolling. 5, 4, 3, 2.
And in this third filing cabinet, there are some notebooks which I file things like small dollar purchase orders, purchase order numbers, requisitions, financial transfers, the video team finances, that would be our monthly printouts every month. Also the international address book, because a lot of times we do work with people overseas and we need to have their addresses to send telexes and things like that, which I'm sure you're familiar with. Also have staff account numbers and their responsibility center numbers, and that comes in real handy a lot of times when we need to do journal vouchers when whoever took the order failed to get the account number, which we really think is a no-no, but sometimes we have to look it up ourselves. And that's pretty much all we need to show you with the cabinets for right now.
Tape's rolling. 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, and let's walk over here and see what we've got. This is where we keep all of our stock supplies.
Tape's rolling. Go.
And here is where we keep all of our stock supplies. Stock supplies, how we order these when we run out of certain things is we found that it's a lot less expensive to get petty cash and go right down to one of the warehouses here. The name of the warehouse here in San Bernardino is called the Buyers Club. And you can get a additional card yourself on the main card that we have for $10. And we ask each of the people in the office to pay for their own card because you can also use it for your home uses. So after you get your card for the warehouse, then you can see when we run out of things, go to the Buyers Club and buy them. The petty cash that you'll need to buy these items, you'll need to go down to Nancy, who you met earlier, and tell her you need petty cash for office supplies. She'll give it to you, and keep your receipt. Bring back the receipt and the change to her. Now, sometimes there are problems with cash flow and there's no petty cash available. Then it's your choice to use your own money and wait until cash is available, or you can go ahead and order some office supplies through the Boise Cascade catalog. And I'll show you where that is located in just a few moments.
Petro.
Well, this is our other very important filing cabinet. In this top file, you'll find catalogs and places to order things from different vendors. Also production houses. This next filing cabinet down here is where you'll be coming the most. This filing cabinet has requisitions, requests for checks, small dollar POs, and routing slips for contracts. I'll be showing you how to fill out each one of these forms. Financial transfers, which I'm sure you're familiar with. One thing that we do a lot of work with is music licensing. Each producer is responsible for getting his own music license unless they are extremely overworked, and in that case you or I will help them to get their license.
Hi, do you have a music license for me?
Oh, yes. Mike is one of those producers that I help out periodically. Many times he will come and need some music from KPM, and we'll
Exactly what I need.
we'll come to the file and we'll pull out a application. Then I'll show you an application already filled out. Then we have to put with every application for music a routing slip, because it
Signed
is
by 35 people.
it is a contract. If I can find it, here it is. This routing slip, and we put the initiator, which would be the producer, the department head, which would be Scott as of the moment. And then we send it on to Nancy, Mass Media Administration, and she will route it then to the next individuals who need to sign it.
Essentially, almost any paperwork that a producer would need is in this file, correct?
Correct.
Great.
But at the same time, we need to know about it as well.
Thanks, Carissa.
Thank you, Mike. Well, pretty much the rest of the files are storage. So I guess that's all that we need to show you with these cabinets. And this is our engineer, Greg Pranowitz.
Well, hi.
He likes to read magazines.
That's about all I do each day is to read my magazines, keep up with computer news, fix problems that Ron causes, and help Carissa out when she can't get Mike out of a jam. But we're looking forward to seeing you and your family soon. And I understand that Carissa will be absent from the office when you first returned, so that's why, part of the reason why we're making this tape is to say hi and to orient you to our department.
It's rolling. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello, Paul. We can't wait to meet Kathy. You guys have been out on support a long time, and we just want to welcome you to San Bernardino, 27th Street, and to Building F, where the team video team works. And we're so glad that you can be here. Why don't you follow me into the office?
This is not working. Tape's rolling.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome, Paul. Oh, I did it again. Start over. Welcome, Paul.
Well, I mean, like
Tape's
this ride,
rolling.
baby.
Welcome, Paul. All right. Welcome. All right.
Rolling.
Welcome, Paul. We are so excited to have you now.
Tape's rolling.
Welcome, Paul. I can't do this. I'm gonna keep thinking about Bill Bright. Okay,
Continue.
keep going. Welcome, Paul, to San Bernardino. We are so excited that you are here, and we can't wait to meet Kathy. We hope you had a fun time of raising support, and all of it came in like you needed. We want to. I'm sorry. Start over again. Welcome, Paul, to San Bernardino. We are so excited about meeting Kathy, your wife, and your sweet children. We also want to welcome you to San Bernardino, 27th Street, and here, Building F, where Team Video does its production. We would like for you, first of all, to see our office and where you'll be doing most of your work while you're here. Would you follow me? Donnie. I don't know why I'm laughing so much. That's it.
Tape's rolling. 5, 4, 3, 2.
You know, I am really sad that I'm not going to be able to be here when you first arrive, but hopefully that this tape will make everything a lot clearer for you and your responsibilities while you're here. And this, Paul, is your area where you will be working, and I hope you're happy here. If you'd like to make any changes, just feel free. We have a filing cabinet here that you can use for different things, but you know, you really won't need too many files because we're going to become computerized. And this way, we have my area.
Okay. Okay. Tape's rolling. Go.
And Paul, over here, we have our administrative files in my area. This file right here is the one we use most of all. This has all the accounts receivables in it. On this side, it's all of Campus Crusade jobs. On this side, it has all of the incorporated jobs. That would be companies that would call us up outside of Campus Crusade, and we would do work for them. In a little while, we'll go through this file a little bit more in detail. In this one, we have several notebooks that I file things in. I did it again.
Rolling. Action.
And Paul, over here in my area, we have the administrative files. This file is the most important one. This is where we keep all of our jobs from different clients. On this side, we have all of the Campus Crusade jobs that we do, the account receivables for those. And then on this side, we have all the incorporated jobs that would be for companies outside of Campus Crusade that we would do work for. In this file, we have things such as Team Video Finances. That would be all of our paperwork, like our printouts that we get at the end of the month. And this would be for small dollar POs and purchase order numbers, our international address book, staff account numbers, if by chance we don't get the account number at the beginning of starting the job. Then over here,
Whoops. Tape's rolling.
Oh, wait a minute. No,
was that good
you
enough
can't-
or
you
should I
can't
redo it?
Cut to that.
Okay, we're rolling. Fine.
And then over here, we have our stock supply cabinet.
Okay, we're rolling. Okay, we're rolling. Action.
And Paul, over here, we have some different files. This one has all of the different catalogs that we would need to purchase or rent equipment. This one has just about everything a producer would need in order to make a production. I have something in my eye.
Okay, we're rolling.
And Paul, over here, we have, in this top file, we have all the different catalogs.
We're rolling.
And Paul, up here we have all of our different vendors that we buy and rent equipment from. In this file, we have everything that a producer would need in order to work on his production. We have music licenses, companies that he can apply to. We have small dollar POs, requisitions, things like that, but we'll go more into detail about that later. In this bottom file, we have maps of all the different states and continents because we do a lot of shooting all over the world. And then right over here, we have what we call the morgue. This is where all the dead files go after people have paid, because they're dead after that. And that's it.
We're rolling.
All right, you can call anytime. Hello, this is video. May I help you?
Yes, my name is Billie Jean.
Hi. Hello, Billie Jean.
We'll do that again. Okay, we're rolling.
Hello, this is video. May I help you? Yes, he is. But he's in the middle of a shoot. Can he call you back? All right, I know. I'll tell him, Dan. Thanks.
Okay, we're
All
rolling.
right, so I'm not supposed to know.
Right,
know
and don't
that.
hold your hand on the phone until you get ready to answer it.
Oh, that's right. Video, may I help you? Yes, it is.
Okay. Wait a minute. Rolling.
Video, this is Carissa. May I help you? Oh, that's nice. Sorry. I gotta do it.
Okay, rolling.
Okay.
It's not a studio camera. Studio configuration where you can broadcast. Resolution. All right, here I go. Yeah, and I guess it's sync out the camera.
Video, Carissa speaking. May I help you? Paul. Thank you for calling back. How can I help you? And which one would you like to order? I sure do. That would be $20.90. Is that okay? Okay. Okay, thank you. And what's your account number, Mike? All right. All right. Great. And when would you like this by, Mike? Okay. And just, will you be coming by to pick it up, or should we ship it out to you? It would only be about $3 if we ship it ground UPS. If you need it sooner, we can ship it out Federal Express or Emory for like $10. Well, I'm sorry, but I can't help you with that. Okay, thanks so much for calling. Bye. Well, Paul, that was what you do to order a videotape. Let me show you a form that is filled out. Thank you. Okay.
Okay, now turn and talk to him.
All right. Paul, this is a form that is completely filled out. Mike called before, but this one, her name is Billie Jean Hipscotch, and as you can see, she works up at the Hill, and she wanted also History's Handful 1999, and Dennis Mormon, our producer, who's here today, will also be here in 1999. So, as you can see, this is how you would fill one out, and a very important part of getting jobs is we need to assign a job number to every job that comes in. So let me show you right over here the job order book. We open this up, and here, as you can see, is where we will assign each job its number. Well, okay, let me put that back. The next thing I wanted to show you was a production log filled out. We have one right here. You would use these like for a video shoot, or what I do is I usually use these for like when I work on the teleprompter.
Rolling.
Paul, now we'd like to show you a little bit more in detail how we fill out these different forms. The first one I'd like to show you is the work order form. When Mike called a few minutes ago, this is how we would fill one out more in detail. This person, Billie Jean Hipscotch, she ordered one VHS copy of History's Handful 1999. Here's the estimate, and you and I will give it the final cost to make sure everything's right and total it out. Then at the end of every month, we will journal voucher these people as long as we have their account number right here.
Okay.
Not rolling, are we?
Tape's rolling.
Now, Paul, we'd like to show you a little bit more detail of some of the forms that we'll need to fill out. This first one is a work order. As you can see, this is Billie Jean Hipscotch, and she ordered a copy of History's Handful 1999. Before we can build this job, however, we have to give it a job number, and we like to assign those job numbers as soon as possible. How we do that is we come over here, we pulled this notebook out called Job Order Numbers, open it up. First page has the year and then the number down here. We fill this in, and I'm sure you'll be able to figure that out on your own, but just so you know the procedure. Then if it's an incorporated job, there's the same book over on that side that you can use as well.
Rolling.
The next form I would like to show you, this is a production log. The producers use this. They are the ones who fill them out the most because whenever you go on a shoot, they're the ones that are responsible for it. However, there are times you'll be doing work at your desk for a job that you'll need to keep track of. This one, for example, I did loading the teleprompter.